What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Trans World Live. We are on the road to Midwest Haunters Convention, and this is episode number 5. I can't believe that we are so close. We are in the home stretch here, and we've got a great show for you tonight. Nicole, who is normally joining us, had some last-minute personal issues. So guess what? We have a nice surprise for everybody stepping in as our special guest host. You know him, you love him. He's from Froggy's Fog, and of course, the bus captain of bus number 2, Mr. Scott Taterlin. Tater, what's going on, sir?
I'm so glad I got this last minute phone call and I had to kill off Nicole to get on this show again.
Robert and I are beyond excited. Oh my God.
I'm sure Robert is. He's super excited. He's after the ribbing I gave him last time, and then poor guy couldn't even talk to defend himself. I'm sure he's excited about all this situation.
I told Nicole the news and she's like, oh no.
Is this where we just cut to Robert angrily staring at his computer?
All heck's going loose, it's crazy.
Well, I appreciate this, buddy. I appreciate the last minute sub in. I'm sorry I had to, Nicole can't make her duty, but you'll find that I am a fantastic Nicole replacement.
I am beyond excited. I don't know if you have a ring light. We were just talking about Nicole's ring light.
I do not have a ring light.
I
got a green screen. I bid on one of those one time. It's sitting over there, so you can tell how much use you got.
Oh my gosh. Well, we're so happy you're here. Thank you for doing it. I know you crunched dinner just to be here with these amazing people. Hi, Keith. How are you? Hi, Kimberlina. What's going on, everybody? This is awesome. Can you believe, my friend, that we are less than 2 weeks away? We're 10 days away.
We are 10 days away. This is exciting. I can't wait to get to Vegas so I can get that out of the way and get to you guys in the fun convention.
It's going to be ridiculous. I mean, tonight we're talking about whole bunches of things on the main stage and the contests that people can join and be a part of it. What are you most excited about? Like, what's the one thing, if you had to name?
I can't wait for you to come to my booth and say, I need you, follow me. And then you somehow torture me on the main stage, which I know is going to happen at least once, if not twice or 3 times, because I know how you work and I know how this goes. However, thank God I have a very amazing, star-studded, stupendous class Saturday, 3:30 to 4:30, that I will not be available for whatever shenanigans you have planned for at least that time.
You are reading my mind. Obviously, we have worked together for way too long. There are going to be some good hijinks. And the only way for you to see those is to get a ticket and join us at Midwest Haunters Convention. Go to MidwestHauntersConvention.com. Don't delay. Time is running out. Get your tickets now and see what we put this guy through.
My favorite was last year when you said, come on, Tater, we have a liquor tasting. And then you brought me up. And then it turns out it was a hot sauce contest.
I think I said a liquid, not liquid.
I heard liquor.
But I mean, that's I definitely left out the hot sauce part, but it was amazing. In fact, for those that were there in Milwaukee, what an awesome experience. At one point in the show, someone decided that I should share in all of this.
I didn't find it fair.
And I think Tater graciously stepped in and tried to announce for a round, and it was wonderful. And I'm grateful. Thank you.
Speaking of me stepping in for Nicole, I got a weird memo.
Ooh, okay.
Across my desk.
Okay.
And my co-captain for bus number 2, the beloved, lovely, amazing bus number 2, and the talented Kelly Carter can't make it. So I'm looking for a badass co-host, and they gave me you.
I'm sorry. Disappointment only goes so far. I apologize.
They gave me you. I mean, did Robert deem that you were too fun and kick you off my bus? Is that Were your talking going to interrupt his napping on his bus?
At least his headset's working now. But no, I was the lucky soul that was asked to come hang out with you and your amazing people and just make sure that all of you make it to the show in whatever condition, just alive.
We're going to make it. We've never not made it to a show. We may have been 7 hours behind, but we have always made it to the show. And, if you're not a part of bus number 2, then you can go on the napping bus or the educational bus or the party bus. Those are how we're going to place those 3 buses. Bus 1, napping. Bus 2, party. Bus 3 is Alan Hops. You can harass him and his lovely, amazing wife.
What's up to Ashley? What's up, Tara? What's up, Scott? What's up, all of you guys? Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully, if you haven't had your tickets yet, MidwestHauntersConvention.com. Look for the pre-convention bus tour tickets. I'm pretty sure, and I haven't checked with Jen on this, but I'm pretty sure that there's like 5 tickets left.
Jen said, if you want tickets, I talked to her today. If you want tickets, buy your tickets for the bus tour now.
Yeah.
Bus seats are limited. If enough people buy the tickets, then she'll get another bus. But if you delay and wait and fiddle fart around, you ain't getting on the bus.
That's it.
We got to get you guys on the bus. We got to get you blow off some steam for the last 3 stressful years that we had.
We need a good year like this. We're super excited. Amazing attractions, amazing people, food, restaurant, drink. You can't miss it. It's going to be killer.
4 haunts.
Yeah.
Games. Chris, we got games.
Well, we got games. We've got
games. Our bus 2's got games. We got plenty of stuff to do.
I'm excited about this education I'm going to get about the world of bus 2. We got a chance to hang out with Bill from Ticket Spice, and he says his entire life was changed after riding bus 2.
And that was a very tame bus 2. That was a very tamed bus 2. But are we going to talk about what's going on the show floor? Should we bring somebody in?
We have tons of stuff. So tonight we've got 3 amazing guests, maybe. We've got 2 amazing for sure. And then one is having some technical difficulties. So we'll see what happens. But we call this our Chad Squared show, which we're really excited about. We have Chad Franks, who is from Wisconsin Fairgrounds, and he'll be with us in a little bit. We have the legendary Chad Savage from Sinister Visions. And if the technical gods allow, we're going to have Miss Bobbie Weiner from Bloody Mary joining us as well. But what we were just talking about is there are so many different reasons for you to be a part of Midwest Haunters Convention. And obviously, our entire road has been talking about all of those. We want to specifically highlight one of those events. And tonight we're going to be talking about all of those things that come with your ticket price. Just being a part of MHC gets you a chance to compete in all kinds of ridiculous and fun events that are going to make you last a lifetime with memories. So our first big one that we really want to talk about is the Creepy Creative Costume Design Challenge. We actually hosted this competition last year in Milwaukee, and it was a big hit. The gist is that you're going to get about 30 minutes and you're going to be handed a bagged costume. You won't know what it is, and you can bring whatever tips and tricks and little augmenting fun tools, whatever you got in your toolbox, bring it with, and you're going to get 30 minutes to augment and alter and do whatever you can to win this amazing competition.
Last year, if I remember right, it was a lab coat, right?
Yes.
We gave away a doctor's coat or a lab coat.
Great memory. Yes. Yes. So this year, we can't tell you what it is, and no one will know until they unwrap it. But it's just going to be a basic costume that you could buy at any costume store. And sky's the limit. Tater, where can they go to sign up for this event? And again, it's free with your ticket.
Look, you just go to MidwestHauntersConvention.com/daily-events, because that's an easy one. Or just go to Midwest, go to daily events, sign up.
That's it.
It's super easy.
Yep. Very, very excited.
It's a fun little contest to watch.
Yeah.
To see the brains of the here's a blank canvas, create and watch them they only got 30 minutes. That's the best part. Even if they all fail, they at least have a doctor's coat. You at least have a free doctor's outfit or whatever that we're giving away this year.
Exactly. And
You know?
30 minutes isn't a ton, but remember those outcomes from last year. Like those are 4 magnificent, like beautiful creations. We had a few that weren't so, but I mean, 4 of them were they were great. People buy them for a lot of money. So
there you go.
all right, my friend, are you ready? Should we bring
I'm ready. Let's get the
guests
first
here?
chat in here.
We do it. This is the Chad Squared show here. We are bringing in first from Wisconsin Fairgrounds, Mr. Chad Franks. How are you, sir?
There
Hey, guys.
he is.
How are you?
I'm doing excellent. Thank you for having me, and just bear with my uhs and ums as I talk to you, because that's just all I'm full of. So we'll get through this.
No, so glad you were here. Obviously, last year you made a huge impact with the entire walkthrough haunted house that you made for the MHC in Milwaukee. What is going on for this year's Midwest Haunters Convention? What are you most excited about to see as we now travel a little bit south of you to Rosemont?
Oh, I'm excited to see the expansive show floor. I hear it's a lot bigger than it was last year. Obviously, I would love it if it was in our backyard, just like it was last year again. But I get it. You know, all you Chicago people, you want to stay up there. That's okay. We'll cross the border for you and bring our cheese with. But I'm really excited to see the walkthrough haunted house that they're going to be building. That sounds really cool.
I got to see some previews of that, and that's going to be amazing. You did an amazing job last year with your haunted house on the show floor. The man eating chicken and all the classic carnival gags, Chad. That had me so happy, like a child, to go through that and just laugh at every single gag.
Well, thank you. It was a lot of fun to put together. Speaking of that, last year, my favorite scream as we could hear them from coming through the walls. It was set up for kids, right? So we wanted to be lighthearted yet fun and a little bit of scary. And there was a group of 20-something-year-old girls going through, and they went into our swamp scene and they just started screaming to the top of their lungs, "This is supposed to be for kids. This is supposed to be for kids," and just screaming. I was dying laughing outside. It was so much fun.
What a badge of honor.
I know.
Yes.
And turns out those 21-year-old girls, that was actually just Jen. So, yeah.
Maybe it was. I wasn't of us like that.
You hold the record of the only haunted house you'll walk into.
That's true. Now, wait, if we could still stay on Milwaukee just for a second, because we gotta talk about an awesome time there. Your friend Sketchy actually was kind enough.
I hate that guy.
To join us at the first year of the Hot Sauce Challenge.
Yeah.
We never got a chance to check in. How's he doing, and how bad was it for him?
It was bad. And he still to this day has Chris and a bunch of profanities after that. Every time he gets back into character, because for some reason that billion Scoville thing, whatever he was eating, stays on that mask. So every time he puts it on, his lips burn again, and the memories keep flooding back and more profanities after Chris come out. And it was so peer pressured. I mean,
I agree with that peer pressure statement, and was lied to. And then, I'm going to have my little thinking hat on this time.
I don't think Chad was lied to per se. It was definitely 100% peer pressure.
Oh, I got the everybody's doing it line. How can I not do it then? Right.
I had a kid next to me, and I looked at the kid and said, "We're out at round 4. We're going to be out together." And he's like, yeah. And the other person, I forget who was on the other side of me, was like, "Yeah, we're out on 4. So when I tapped out on round 4 and they stayed in, you can imagine how angry I was that I just got beat by the 2 liars next to me.
Well, funny you mentioned that someone next to you, because I too had a kid. I'm sorry I didn't remember his name. Maybe he wasn't even a kid, but to Sketchy, he seemed to be a kid.
Sure.
And I was like, there's no way he's going to stay in longer than me. I got my chest pumping, and he's still, and I don't even know it. I swear it was a billion Scovilles or whatever they call it. But my lips were melting into my mask, and he kept going, and I'm like, I got to keep doing this. I can't just let this, what I thought and looked like a 12-year-old kid, beat me as sketchy, right? So I stayed in as long as I could.
You did awesome.
If we're talking about it, the first sauce was like, oh, this is going to be a cakewalk. It starts at like 12 Scoville units or something. It's literally like just vinegar, and then you get up. They go from 12 to about a billion, like that.
Right.
And then you find out, oh, there's more after that.
Right.
And then the next thing you know, there's a guy passed out in the bathroom, hugging the toilet, sweating, and people will have to go in there and get him out of there.
Yes. One of our actors was one of the gracious hosts that would hand the little, I'm talking little cups of popcorn, right? I mean, there was maybe 4 kernels in the stinking thing. And she hands it to me. She says, "You don't want to do this." And I'm like, come on, it can't be that bad. She's like, people have hallucinations when they do. I'm like, okay, no, I had hallucinations. I went back in Sketchy's tent and sat over the basket, just drooling like crazy for hours. Like I could not make it stop.
This is what he does for fun. Just see the evil troll looking guy that's above me.
Nah.
There's a twist. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to put him in, and I'm going to MC it this time. So it's going to be flip-flop. So he can, and maybe Sketchy should help me MC it, and we'll put Chris in there so he knows exactly what we went through last year.
Just a little taste of his own medicine.
Mm-hmm. Well, just to defend myself for one small second.
Yeah. Go.
So we do have those 10 stages, and you guys are right. It starts at like 400 Scoville, which is like Frank's Red Hots or whatever, table condiment type of thing, and it does go to 2 million. And someone forced me at round 8, which was a hot sauce called Da Bomb.
Who would do that?
And I didn't ramp up. Not that I'm saying that it was any not horrible for you guys, but I didn't ramp up. I just went right to that one kernel, and it was instant tears and like 2 hours of torture after the contest was done that night. So
who would make you do something like that?
I mean, he might be the devil below me now.
It's the devil my friend.
That's right.
Well, and it was always like, oh, well, here, after you're done, we have all kinds of milk over here. That's going to take all your cares away. And I swear I drank goat milk. I drank cow milk. I drank oat milk. I drank almond milk. I drank whatever milk anything you can milk out of and call it a milk. I was drinking it and it wasn't doing anything.
It truly didn't feel like it. What was really cool about last year is we did it as an invitational. And so we brought all these amazing people, and we tried to have someone represented from each of our sponsor haunted houses, and obviously Tater from Froggies and several others. And we were just really, really glad. This year, what's awesome for all of our public is we opened it up to the public. And can you believe, and I'm sure there's some of you that are still on the fence about deciding it, and you definitely should, because that's, pain makes memories. But would you believe that we have over 20 people trying to throw their hat in the ring right now, like Kevin Biksacki? He's trying to get in there. And I know a lot of you are. So that's what's really exciting about this.
So there's people, you can sign up at Midwest.com. MidwestHaunters.com and put your hat in the ring. Are you still saving a couple spots for special guests?
I am. So we
have secret entrance.
We are. And yes, I'm going to leave it at that. Yes. You will not be, this will not be all just the public. There will be a few people that know what they're doing.
Okay. Now, Chad, last year, not only did you entertain us with the haunt walkthrough and we brothers in hot sauce.
Yes.
you own
Forever
Wisconsin
United.
Fairgrounds, and that was a great season this year.
Oh, it was. It was a really good season. Hopefully, we'll build on that again this year. But yeah, we were pleasantly surprised. You just never know, right? Coming out of a pandemic, going through it, coming out of it, how people are going to react, and there's all the talk about, oh, well, they're going to be anxious to get out and spend their money, but you just don't know, right? You never know till that door opens and those first few people walk through the door. But yes, we were really surprised and really happy with the turnout.
Now, I mean, obviously, I have my qualms about going to the entire state of Wisconsin. I dated a girl there one time, and it's all bad. Can you give a little teaser of maybe things to come for your hunt this year? Because I'm not going to physically make it, and I do want to place my order for some spotted cow beer smuggled across the border to me at Midwest, if that could be possible too.
Oh, I see. So you want smuggling spotted cow?
I mean, you could just lollygag it across. You could just throw it. I'll catch. I'm a really good catch, but I'm not going back to that state. It's off the map.
Yes, we do have a new third hunt this year. That's kind of the way we've set it up. We have the compound, which is the staple hunt, and then we have Sketchy's Chambers, which is basically Sketchy's 1970s mobile home trailer. And then the third haunt, I'm not going to tell you what it is, but that's something that we're going to change every year and bring new to the fairground. So yes, we do have something that involves.
Yeah, you want to give us a little taste so people can.
You might want to make sure that you got your shots. I'll just.
There you go.
Oh,
there you go.
Okay.
There you go. I just got another email across my desk. Says, sorry, Tater, you're not going to take place in the hot sauce challenge. It's at 3:15 on Saturday, and your class is at 3:30. So sorry to disappoint, Chris. I'm not going to be there for that torture, so I can't wait to see. Chad, I think you are requested to be in my class that day too. So Sketchy won't have to be. I know you're his handler, so he won't have to be around either.
No, I think Sketchy and I are both at the doors as bouncers for you. So
I do believe,
everybody's got a job. It's fine. It's fine. Just ditch. That's fine.
Yeah. And if you want to take part in the hot sauce challenge, MidwestHuntersConvention.com, go to the daily events, click on the registration, and you can sign up and laugh, sweat, cry, and other bodily fluids across the show floor for the next 8 hours.
It's magic. How could you not want to be there?
Magical?
Well, we talked about last year. We talked about all the hot sauce. We are very, very, very grateful that Wisconsin Fairgrounds is the official Kids Zone sponsor for Midwest Hunters Convention. Can you tell us, Chad, what's going to happen for this year's Midwest Hunters Convention Kids Zone?
Well, we're going to be bringing a few games for the kids to enjoy and the adults. Some of them we have actually at our haunt in our midway. We had it last year. One's really cool. It took me a really long time, way too much time to build, but it was a lot of fun building it. And we call it You Can't Hit Jack. Spin that as you will, but it's basically 3 ginormous pumpkins, and you have to knock their teeth out with bean bags.
Very cool.
Yeah, at our haunt, we size down the bean bags, so it's a little more difficult. But we'll bring larger bean bags for the smaller kids, so they can really have fun and make sure they get some of those teeth knocked out. And then we have another game that involves ring tossing in a graveyard. I don't want to give all of it away, but yeah.
Okay.
Plus, we're gonna have some face painting for the kids as well.
Love it.
Love it. Awesome. Now, go ahead, Chris. You probably have a business thing.
No, that's the best part about MHC is that it's got something for everybody. We'd love to see that. And obviously this year we're always focused on regular full-time haunters, but we're also focused on bringing up that next generation and working with kids. We're also doing something that Chad's sponsoring, but a part of the kids program that we're going to be running called Ghoul School, where kids free 6 to 12 can come and get an education and then put all of their newfound skills to work in the full working haunted house that Chicago Haunt Builders are building. So just something for everybody. And thank you for helping to make that happen.
No, that's really cool. I'm excited to see how those kids do in that acting scenario. And it's really good to be able to get them involved as young as we possibly can, raising them up in this industry so that it can continue on, right? Because we're getting old and we can't do it forever. So we got to make sure we bring those young ones up.
100%.
Just so everybody knows, my name is Tater. I am missing teeth. Don't throw beanbags at me.
Oh,
that's the only place in the you can't hit Jack game on the kid zone area, not in the Froggy's Fog booth. So
I'll try to keep the beanbags contained.
Yeah. If I have a rogue beanbag come across there, I know who he's going to be. It's going to be either Rip City or you, one of the two. So
that's a possibility.
Well, Chad, I'm so grateful that you're here with us. We can't wait to see you at MHC this year, to see the Kids Zone, to just be able to hang out with all of our friends. Thank you for being an inspiration on so many levels. And make sure for everybody that's listening and watching, go see their haunted attraction. It's just west of Milwaukee, WisconsinFeargrounds.com. It's been open for 20 years-ish.
Yeah. Plus, yeah.
Yeah, 25, even 25. So, Tater, do you have anything for...
I just want to thank Chad for being our guest tonight and bringing me some spotted cow so I can enjoy it, because I can't get it. So I appreciate you, Chad, and I appreciate everything you do for the show floor and the Kids Zone. And I'm so glad that you get to be my bodyguard at 3:30, so you don't have to worry about the...
Hey, I'm so glad to be that.
If I could personally thank you and publicly thank you for suffering for our entertainment last year. Thank you so much. And thank you for everything you're doing this year to make it just even that much better.
Oh, absolutely. I'm pleased to be a part of it. Thanks for having me on.
Safe travels, and we will see you soon.
Yeah. Thanks, Chad.
Thank you, buddy. Thanks.
Chris, there is a question, a good question that just came in. I don't know if you saw that.
I'm catching up here. Is it from Judy?
It is from Judy, yes.
Okay, so Judy asks, so my daughter has volunteered.
Chad, you're still on, just for the record.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my daughter has volunteered at a couple of haunts, but she's an adult but developmentally younger. Can she participate in the classes?
Of the Ghoul School.
Of Ghoul School. The answer is absolutely yes. In fact, there's real trained educators, like that's their day job, that are going to be running Ghoul School, including Japes Palace, who has any sort of different certs related to any sort of special progression, special needs. So you are 100% covered. We will make that possible. We want to make this an event for her to remember as well.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, it's all inclusive, right? It doesn't matter your level. Everything is scalable, as you can imagine, to meet any need of the kid.
Oh, and she's going to have a great time, Judy. Thank you. Definitely bring her, please.
All right.
Well, thanks. Appreciate you, Chad.
All right. Let's see if we can get Robert to do his job. Cough.
Oh my God.
That poor Chad out of there.
Oh,
he did it. Woohoo!
Wisconsin Fairgrounds. It's funny how many personnel from Wisconsin Fairgrounds actually have a huge place within the Transworld organization. Folks like Anne-Marie and Tim Gavinsky and our very own Robert and Emmy and obviously Chad Frakes and so many more that I'm not mentioning just for lack of time. And we don't have, time to list off 50 names, but Wisconsin Fairgrounds a huge part of our fabric. So thank you.
I did get to see Dr. Emmy on the West Coast when I was at another show. She surprised the crap out of me and showed up and was walking around and looking at stuff. So I got to hang out with Emmy a couple weeks ago, and I get to do it again at Midwest. And Robert, as much as crap as I give him, he's a pretty good dude too. So he's a good guy. So I like to hang out with him as well. So
what's up to Jess? How are you? Good to see Jessica on here.
Hey.
She was part of our costume creation contest last year. So that's
Hey,
and of course, Molly Peck.
I have a question. I don't know if we're allowed, but can we give something away right now?
We could totally give something away.
I feel like we should just give away something.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's give them a ticket to the ball, because the
Done.
ball is going to be new, exciting. There's burlesque dancers.
Yep.
It's amazing. They lowered the ticket price, but let's give them a ticket away for that. So who do you want to give it to?
All right, let's drum roll this up. Thank you guys for being here. If I get first pick on this, I'm going with Keith Runick. Keith, congratulations. Thank you for being a part of this broadcast. You've just won a ticket to the MHC costume party on Saturday night. Instead of emailing Jen, because we're getting really close to the show, what we will do is we will add your name to the registration. And then when you check in, you'll get your ticket right there. So we've got you recorded, Mr. Keith Runick. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Keith. You get to go, and we get to hang out in the amazing costume ball with the newly revamped dance party burlesque troupe. Chris, you heard that. Burlesque troupe doing some skits and some acts and stuff in there.
Next, I don't want to ruin
it. Next week? Am I ruining next week's show?
No, we're great. They're going to be on our show next week on the
burlesque dancers. Can I host that show too? Asking for a friend.
Maybe let's see if we can just find Nicole has something to do.
I will stab everyone. I will puncture every one of her tires so she can't get out of where she's at.
But no, so excited. The Vaudettes are coming. They're an entire traveling group of amazing entertainers and performers. That burlesque, I think, is too confining of a description. Like, they are our new age vaudevillian freak show, and they are just nonstop entertainment of different things that they're going to do throughout the entire night. So it's something you can't miss. Plus, it's the party and social event of the year, so you got to be there.
Awesome. Well, I guess it's time to summon the great old bald one, and the man, the myth, the legend. I've summoned my crystal ball, and I think we have Chad Savage, the amazing, talented Chad Savage, waiting in the wing. There he is. There he is. I didn't mean old, by the way. That came out. I didn't mean that, Chad. I
great old bald one.
Wow, he digs his graves. He digs.
All right. No,
I'm just reading the notes that Chris gave me.
Well, I'm old and I am one. The great is not up to me to judge.
We've already judged it for you. We're good.
Okay, I'll take it.
Beyond excited. The legendary Chad Savage is here from Savage. Forgive me, I'm just so excited, honestly. Chad and I have known each other for a ton of years, and he is the man, the myth, the legend behind Sinister Visions. You've seen his artwork, you've seen his patches, you've seen him on the floor, and whether you know him or not, if you've looked at a Transworld website, if you've looked at a logo or a graphic, this is the mastermind behind all of that imagery. I am so excited to have you on here, Chad. Thank you so much for being here.
He's the mastermind behind Frogzilla, the Froggy's Frog costume cartoon that we put at Transworld and everything.
That was fun to draw.
He got to do Frogzilla. So he's amazing, talented, does websites.
Sorry about my clock.
Oh. Thank God he said clock. Do you have any websites, like, I don't know, what website that we would all have went to have you done, Chad?
MidwestHuntersConvention.com.
Oh, there you go. The mastermind behind Midwest Hunters. And I bet Transworld's website too.
Oh, yeah. Transworld is one of my biggest clients. I do all the show sites, set up the Transworld live site, do all the... Every year at the shows, you see all the signage, and anything printed basically probably had a hand in it, if only shepherding. Thanks, Keith. But yeah, It's I've been doing this long time. Love my job. I think I have the best job in the world.
The secret is not to give away how many years you've been doing it because it just makes us look older, Chad.
No, the secret is to definitely tell people how long I've been doing, because it's credibility.
You have that. I don't have that going for me. So
Well, that sounds like a tater prop.
Keith just mentioned about the patches, and certainly if you've walked around any haunted attraction and you've seen the Haunter patch or any one of the other collectible items that Chad and Sinister Visions has, Chad, what is your number one selling patch? Is there one specifically that stands out?
Haunter definitely goes. I did one last year before called it says Haunt Actor, and I think currently that one at shows especially, that one goes like that. I have trouble keeping those in stock.
My favorite thing to do, Chris, and I don't know if you know this, Chad Savage makes fonts, and he has free fonts available. And my favorite thing to do is, like, around Halloween time, go to the stores and see how many people have stolen or used Chad Savage.
They're free. They're 100%. There's 30 of them. They're all completely free to use for whatever purposes. I don't. The reason is, if I don't charge for them, I don't have to provide tech support. So if you can't figure out how to install it, or if there's a particular character that I didn't do that you want, I don't owe you anything. I gave you the font for free. So it's a little bit mercenary, but it's also just fun. I just enjoy doing them. Haven't done one in a while because they are very time consuming to make. But yeah, around Halloween, at any of the haunt shows, trade shows, conventions, horror conventions, I love just standing by my booth and watching the shirts go by, because they're everywhere now. I've been doing these. I've been making these for almost 20 years.
The amount of stuff that I see at like Target or Spirit or wherever that has a Chad Savage font, and I'm geeky enough and nerdy enough to go, hey,
I know that. I
know the guy that made that font.
Yes.
Oh, this morning, who tagged me into it? Drew Badger tagged me into a post about the Monsters movie that Rob Zombie's doing. They're bringing back the character of Zombo.
Yes.
The photo of him holding a fake Monster cereal box, Creech Crunch or something like that. And one of the fonts was one I did with Ghoulish Gary Pullen called Ghastly. So you never know where they're going to turn up. It's a lot of fun.
Is it fun for on your end of it too? Because I know it, because I know that guy.
It's like seeing your kids out in the wild. And it's a great conversation starter. If I'm at Transworld in St. Louis, the whole point of me being there is to sell my services as a designer. So if somebody walks up wearing a shirt that they bought at a haunted house, or even better, at a concert or a horror movie or something that has one of my fonts on it, that's a great conversation starter.
Now, you'll have a booth at Midwest.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously. Are you bringing some new artwork or something that you can kind of tease and say, make sure you get to my booth to get this, because this is...
Yes, actually. This last fall, those of you who follow my work will know I did a retro supply company. I'm going to try and keep this short. It's a company that does mid-20th century style brushes, digital brushes for Procreate and other apps. And they had a thing called Frightfall, which was a daily prompt challenge. And the idea was to do retro style Halloween artwork, and the daily prompt was like skull or bad luck or witch. So I took a lot of inspiration from old like Beasel decorations and whatnot, and out of the 31 challenges, managed to do about 20. Turned those into stickers that I had in St. Louis. At the same time that I placed that order, I also ordered printed patches about that big. And those have been in production ever since. I just talked to Steve, my embroiderer and printer, and I should have those in time for the show. So just in time for the show. So those will be the new thing. Very nice. Yeah, I'm excited.
Robert Nass just commented about how awesome your artwork is, and I think that's
comments. Gotta read the comments. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I have a Chad Savage, but it's over there. You can't see it.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not on film.
I
here.
I can't get away. Robert won't put me away. So it's
Oh, he just got kicked off. That's what happens. Oh, Chad, it's amazing to see all the clientele that you do have. And from someone who looks at haunted house websites all the time, it's easily to spot, when we're friends, it's easy to go, oh, that's my friend. He did that site. It's very easy to tell because you have that specific style. Outside of the haunters industry, is there a website that maybe you did that you might surprise some folks that's actually one of your products?
Yeah, actually, Katie Lane reached out. We all know and love Katie.
Sure.
A couple of years ago. I don't see any reason I can't tell this story.
No.
Sorry, the backstage chat keeps popping up, and I can't. Y'all shut up. Katie. She works. I won't give that away. That's her private information.
Yeah,
but the office in which she works,
okay,
not haunt industry at all, needed a site overhaul. So she reached out, and we figured it out, and I set it up for them. So yeah, I do. It's mostly haunt, but like I've done for Zombie Army. They were helped set up the Disabled Patriots Fund is something John's father was doing, and they needed a site, so set them up with that. But yeah, I've done a couple of charity sites, an air conditioning site. Over the years, I've done a little bit of everything. I mean, this is not what I started out in. It was a collision of circumstance and mostly timing. I got into this just at the right time, right as the haunt industry started to become the haunt industry. Not to make Tater feel old, but like turn it literally.
I was going to make you feel old with this because I just saw a date on this. This is a limited edition. I know you did this with Tim Turner, I think his name is.
Oh yeah.
And he went with you or as you 1 year, and I bought this Sinister portrait. That's it's like a 3D effect.
Yeah, he used to. Tim was kind of helped pioneer the changing portraits.
Yes.
I'm not sure if he did. I don't think he did that one. I think it was a different company. But yeah, 1 year, I can't remember if it was MHC or HauntCon. The Forbidden. He and several friends of mine throughout the weekend contrived to get different, like, got a hat from me, got a necklace, a couple other articles of clothing. And Tim turned up as basically my profile photo that I was using at the time for the costume party. Never been so flattered in my life. I've got a photo of us together somewhere.
This is a Chad Savage 06 limited edition 5, number 5.
Oh, what does it say on the back? It should say the company.
Haunted Portraits.
Haunted Portraits. That's what it was. Okay.
5 of 250.
Yep.
If you had to make a guess, Chad, what is your earliest artwork for those that are collecting and searching? Like, what is vintage Chad?
Can you qualify? I mean, I have original work on shopsinister.com that goes back into the 90s.
Wow.
So,
that is awesome.
I coined the name Sinister Visions in 1991.
That is awesome. Far ahead of everything that's happening now.
Well, the first work I did for Haunted Attraction was in Dallas. When I was in college. I discovered Haunted Verdun Manor, which was about an hour drive from where I was. And once I found it, I was there every chance I got. I wound up doing. It's actually kind of cool. I did logo for them then. That would have been 89, 90. And then a couple of years ago, now it's Thrillvania, Haunted Verdun Manor is part of it. But they reached out and I got to rebrand Thrillvania. So that was a really cool full circle kind of thing. Almost a 30-year span.
So cool. So cool. And you're not just an artist. Obviously, you get a chance to act as well. We've obviously had a wonderful chance to see some of your amazing characters. Have there been what's your favorite places to act when you get a chance to sneak out?
The only place I really have acted in the last few years is Hell's Gate. I get up there if I'm lucky. It's the curse of working in this industry. Curse is September, October. I don't get to really go anywhere because I got to be on standby for everybody.
Oh yeah.
But towards the end of October, things start to lighten up. It's like if you don't have your shit together by now, you're not going to. So usually the last weekend in October, I'll head over to Hell's Gate in Chicago and guest act for a night for old time's sake.
I can attest you've bailed me out numbers of times, and I'm sure everybody from Transworld as well. So thank you for taking such great care of all of your clients and for making it so easy.
I do what I can. And Keith Runick, I'm bringing patches, prints, pins, stickers, shirts, and apparel you can only get through shopsinister.com or my other like Redbubble stores like that. You can find all of those at sb23.com. I don't actually I watched John and the Zombie Army get into the clothing business and saw what that requires in terms of storing the shirts and shipping the shirts and inventorying the shirts, and decided I don't want to do that. So I use print-on-demand places. So the shirt doesn't exist until you order it. But as such, I don't actually have those to bring to shows. So if you want clothes, hats, stuff like that, get it through the website. Pins, patches, stickers, prints, I will have at my booth at the show.
Awesome.
Just Chad, on a personal note, like you've been a part of Transworld and MHCs for a very long time. If there is one thing that you could name, what gets you most excited about MHC this year? What are you most looking forward to?
Oh, it's the costume party. The Saturday night costume party is amazing.
Yes.
Just people really bring their A game in terms of what they wear. I've seen some of the most amazing costumes I've ever seen at that party. And I've been going to conventions and whatnot for a very long time. So when I say most amazing, I mean most amazing. Hi, Alex, one day. Love you.
You got tons of love in the chat.
You got a bunch of love.
Yes. Jessica Beer.
Bunch of love.
Day.
Now,
in the Zombie Army, I'm Uncle Chad.
On Sunday at 11:15 a.m., you're hosting or something is going on. Do you want to talk about that for a minute?
No.
Okay, perfect. Surprise on Sunday at 11:15.
So, a few years back, we decided, I don't remember how it came up. I think we were just trying to come up with fun things to do on the floor on Sunday. And I've been doing the costume contest at Flashback Weekend in Chicago since there's been one. So like 15 years, I think. And I told Jen, I have a way to do a costume contest on the floor. There's no sign up. You just show up. We keep it nice and loose. And it's audience applause for judges, depending on the year. So yeah, real simple. We have a little kids, mid kids, and adult categories. And it reminds me, I need to find some judges for this year. Everybody I've asked has been unavailable because everybody's already otherwise engaged at the show or won't be there. So it'll be interesting to see who I can get. I never judge them. If I'm sponsoring them, the prizes are all from stuff like shopsinister.com, again, pins, patches, etc. Plus some other goodies that I have stockpiled. But I never want to be the one that actually decides who wins because I don't want to get griped at. So I'll leave that to, I usually have a panel of judges, and we'll see who that winds up being this year. I don't know if Bob Turner's going to be there this year. He's been kind enough to host it for me the last couple of times he did. And the last time we did it was 2019. 2020, obviously, there wasn't one. And last year in Milwaukee, everything happened so fast. We didn't want to mess with it. But it's back this year. Sixth time we've done it at MHC. And again, even though it's early on a Sunday, people, the cost, you can go on the website on Midwest Hunters Convention. There is a photo link for MHC's Flickr account, and you can go in and see past.
And they don't have to sign up in advance?
No, you just show up.
Perfect.
That's
so
awesome.
You're going to go to the party on Saturday night. pass out in your costume, wake up in it, retouch up your makeup, get your butt down, win some badass prizes.
Yeah.
You joke, but I'm pretty sure that's a thing.
That's an easy thing to do. Pass out in your costume, touch up your makeup, get down there, win some prizes.
100%. You can clean up the whole weekend.
Got billion Scoville stuff around your mask.
No, we're not going to do that.
I love it, Chad. Yes, hot sauce costume contest at the ball on Saturday night. Chad, Sinister Visions on Sunday. Trifecta.
Hang on, I just saw a question about a favorite logo that I've done.
Oh,
Did I see
good
that?
question. Alan.
I saw that.
I saw that.
Yeah, there it is. Hi, Alan. Oh God. That's like saying, do you have a favorite child? The thrill in recent memory, in terms of what it meant to be, the Thrill-Vania one was really cool. So, and I just thought it turned out really well.
That's awesome.
That's
awesome.
awesome.
I'm sure it's hard to pick. Do you have a count? Like what's your number, Chad?
It's at this point, I don't know if it's broken 1,000, but I feel like it probably has, just by virtue of how long I've been doing this.
Chris, that's my game that I'm going to host on Sunday at 6:30 p.m.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to pull Chad up, and then I'm going to show him a logo that he may have created and he may not have, and we're going to take bets on if he can remember which one he did.
Oh, if it's something I made, I can tell you 100%.
I love that game. That's a great idea. All right,
just throw in other random logos. Make them so they're just a little off. So he says that's it, but it turns out it wasn't.
This is like Ice Baby compared to Under Pressure.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
I got you.
We got to have some pressure on there. So if he gets it wrong, we get to stun gun him.
Oh my God.
Tyler Beauchamp, sinisterfonts.com is where you can find my fonts.
Yes.
The easiest thing to do to go to sv23.com. Everything is linked from there.
Beautiful.
Judy wants to know how to find it on your site what's vintage and what's not.
I'm not sure I understand the question.
She's looking for specific vintage Chad Savage items.
Just search on shopsinister.com, go under original art, if that's what you're looking for, and look at the signature. It'll say Savage and then a date. So you'll see like Savage 94, Savage 92. It's mostly going to be black and white ink.
Looks but kind of like that.
Too. It's funny. I keep getting people approaching me to do NFTs. Oh, you should be doing NFTs. And I can't get people to buy my actual physical original artwork. I don't think I'm going to get them to buy the digital version. It feels silly to me.
So, Chad, we have a question. Since everything that you do is art, Alan Hobbs had asked, is there a, forgive me, sorry, I'm finding it.
Oh, I saw it. Yeah, the reshaped style.
Yes.
One that, I'm sure I could think of one if you didn't all have to sit there and watch me remember it, which you'd probably see the smoke start to come out after a while and hear the gears grinding. Yes, there are ones that I've worked on, and it's usually, I don't want to give myself the credit. It's usually the client asks for something that I'm not thinking of. Like, can we try this effect, or could you work this imagery into it, or just requests that I wouldn't have come up with. And then I'll do it and see, oh, that works. Then like this, that opens up a whole new avenue. When I'm working on the next logo, I can, we did this cool thing. Let me try that. And constantly texture work. It's one of my favorite things about making logos is finding and incorporating real funky textures to give the letters and everything just the ickiest vibe you can, or depending on what the thing is, if it's something more lighthearted and fun, something that goes along with that. But I love crudding stuff up in Photoshop. It's one of the great joys of my life.
But since you're here, do you want to join Tater and I in giving away a ticket to the ball?
Yeah, let's give something away.
Sure.
we were just talking about how amazing it is, and Jen has sent a couple more free tickets for us to surprise everybody with.
Before we do that, Keith Runick wants to know what an NFT is.
Okay.
If you can figure it out,
The people
tell me,
that's
because nobody that's brought it up to me has been able to explain it to me in a way that doesn't sound silly.
I believe the people that sell them don't even know what they are, truthfully.
In the short version is imagine if you could buy and own a digital painting.
I went to Vegas and saw a show, and they were selling their NFTs, but you had to have like a iPad, and then it was weird.
Yes, it's entirely electronic. I get it, and I don't get it.
You had to have the physical
basically-
painting, and then this thing, and then it made something.
It's the idea of owning something digital, which, I mean, that's like buying a ghost to me.
Yeah.
Sure, you can say you own it. So what?
Right.
I don't get it. But anyway, that's okay. So we're gonna give something away.
Let's give something away, Chad.
Something that is tangible.
Let's give a costume party a ticket away again tonight.
Let's do it. Do you, Tater? It's your honor if you want it.
Well, I'm looking at the list of the people that are commenting and engaging us, and Brittany Miller. Let's do it. Let's give it to Brittany Miller. She's gonna love the burlesque costume part of it.
Yes. Brittany, congratulations. We're going to add your name to the registration list, and you'll pick it up when you get to MHC.
Brittany, you don't even have to do anything.
You don't.
It's just there
yeah.
for you to take. You got to show up. That's it. That's the best thing ever.
Oh,
Chad,
Yes,
should we give another one away?
I think so.
let's do it. Let's go for another one.
Yeah.
All right. Chris, I'll let you do it.
All right, we're drum rolling. Let's look at. I'm doing a quick scan. Let's go with Colleen Jones. Colleen Jones, congratulations! You now have just won a ticket to the MHC costume party on Saturday night, complete with Tater's favorite burlesque group and the precursor to the Sinister Visions costume contest on Sunday with the warm-up costume contest on Saturday night. No, I'm just joking. It's going to be great.
So Chris, I don't know. I feel real weird about giving away odd number of tickets.
I agree with you. 3 is great. 4 is
Chad?
better.
Chad?
What do you think, Chad? If Chad says it, we'll make another one happen. Oh.
No, I'm fucking right. Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well, Chad, why don't you pick who won there?
Yeah.
But you just picked off the list of names here.
Yeah. To anybody that
Okay. I full disclosure, I've got my iPad that I'm doing this on, and then I have my phone with the actual broadcast and the comments going on my phone right here. So I'm scrolling, and I'm putting my finger down on Beth Spiker.
There you go.
There
Beth
we go.
Spiker. There it
Beth
is.
Spiker.
Yeah. I did make it happen.
awesome.
Made it
Beth.
happen.
Congratulations. I'm adding your name to the list right now. You've just won a ticket to MHC's costume party. All you got to do, you can get it when you come to Midwest Hunters Convention and stop at the registration desk. Thanks, Chad. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. Tater, I don't know that we can give away any more tonight.
I don't think we can. I think we'd get both in a serious amount of trouble.
I think so.
If we did, but
You can just tell them it's my idea. Jen won't yell at me.
What's
all right, let's give away a whole bus tour. No, just kidding.
we can.
Chad's idea, guys. You heard it. No,
Jenny
Guys-
yells at the glove.
Is there anything, Tater, can we think of anything else you want to talk to Mr. Savage about before we get to MHC in just short 10 days?
in 10 short days, Chad Savage will autograph anything that you bring him. He'll personally autograph it.
Even if it's baby,
He signed my butt cheek
puppy,
before.
Cadillac, whatever.
He signed my body parts randomly probably not happy. Probably shouldn't have brought that up. But, he has done it. And
Tater, you just guaranteed I'm bringing a Sharpie.
all right. I got space. I got some extra space on this body this time. So we're good.
What is the cost of the costume contest admission? If we're talking about mine on Sunday, nothing. You just show up.
That's it.
You got to have a trade show.
I forget what the ticket price is, but it's on the website.
If you're going to the show floor.
And yes, Keith, I will sign your baby.
There you go. Unfortunately, our other guest, the legendary, the amazing, the talented, the heart and soul of the makeup industry, the lady that gives it all, she's
not here to hear you suck up, Tater.
Oh, well, I guess Bloody Mary can't make it, so we'll talk to her next week.
We will.
We'll talk about her monster makeup
Tater,
wars.
what's her name?
Bobbie Weiner.
There you go.
She is not here, and we'll talk to her next week. I probably won't because there's gonna be burlesque girls, and they don't want to make it weird already before they show up and do their contractual obligations. So, Bobbie will get bumped to next week, and then she'll talk about her makeup wars, which is amazing. I've been in them. I've done them as a model. I've won second place. Unfortunately, she was having some audio video issues, and we'll get her all straightened out next week.
In the meantime, take a look at MidwestHauntersConvention.com. And if you pull down that little drop-down menu from seminars, tours, and events, you can see everything that's happening, including the Sinister Visions Costume Contest, the 6th annual, and Bloody
Sunday
Mary.
at 11:15.
Yes. Bloody Mary Monster Makeup Wars on Saturday afternoon as well.
At 4:15.
And both are free.
The Hot Sauce Challenge at 3:15 on Saturday.
Yep.
And if we're talking about free things, I'm going to plug this in.
Yes.
As just a little tidbit. Saturday night, the Zombie Walk's happening.
Yes.
The Zombie Walk, we don't have Kevin in here to talk about how it's going to be 20 minutes, Tater, instead of 20 miles, like I made a mistake of. It's only a 20-minute walk on Saturday night. That is also free. You're welcome to Zombie Shamble all the way through Rosemont and come back around. It's not that far of a walk. It's a 0.5-mile walk, they said. So we are going to, the Zombie March is happening. Make sure you look for that.
You do need to pre-register for that.
You do need to pre-register on the site, which is an amazing site done by the talented Chad Savage. MidwestHauntersConvention.com, daily events. You should find the Zombie Walk there.
Guys, keep checking out the website every day. Obviously, we talk about Chad creating it, but there's amazing content, new events, new updates that are happening every day. While 10 days may not seem like a lot of time, there's still a lot brewing behind the scenes. So take a look at it every day. Make sure you're checking for new and updated things because stuff's happening all the time. So maybe Tater might not be with us, but maybe he will be.
I'll be in Vegas, truthfully, Chris. I'll probably.
Fair enough. But next Tuesday is our final Transworld Live Road to Midwest Haunters Convention show, and we need you to be there. It's going to be the most epic show of our entire run. We talked about the Vaudettes. They're going to be on the show. We talked about Jen and Rich, who are going to be on the show to bring us home. We're going to have Steve Christoff from Realm of Terror and other various things that you might have seen him. We're going to have Zoe in costume from Basement of the Dead and Disturbia. We're going to have Bobbie Weiner from Bloody Mary Makeup and two others that might actually join. So it's going to be the most epic content-packed show.
It's a hugely compact, and they couldn't spare another budget for me to be on the show. So I will gladly bow out to the master that is Chris and Nicole.
We can only afford these for so many. But
I apologize for all the chiming.
Yeah, Chad's clocks are going off again, which means it's time to buy your tickets for the Midwest Tours bus tour. It's the most fun on however many wheels a bus has. I'm not sure, but they go round and round.
Yeah.
So buy your tickets now because she's going to cut them off. So buy your tickets now. fill out the form, figure out if you want to be on Robert's bus, the party bus, or Alan Hopps's bus. Just scale that what you need to do.
I saw a couple of questions in the comment feed about specifics. All of the stuff we've talked about, if you go to MidwestHuntersConvention.com, hopefully it's easy to find. We do our best to make things easy to find. There is a daily events page under seminars and events that lists everything. And then there are sub pages for quite a few of the events that go into more detail. And hey, if you get on the site and you find that you can't find something, you can contact me and let me know. I love it when people do that because people don't do that. So I'll find out 3 months after something glitches out that there's a problem with the site because it doesn't occur to anybody to tell me. So yeah, if you're on the MHC site and you can't find something, hit me up.
You can also just randomly call Chad late at night and tell him that you love him.
Yeah, you can
He
do
does.
that.
He does accept that too.
He loves
Does
that too. What awesome service. Thank you so much, Chad, just for offering that for all of our folks. Thank you for being here. Thanks to Chad Franks. Thanks to Robert. And of course, thanks, Tater. Really appreciate you.
And thanks, Bobbie, for trying.
Yeah, I'm really disappointed that I didn't get to have some quality Bobbie time, but I'll see her at MHC. We'll hang out there.
In 10 days?
10 days. Oh my
In
God.
10 days.
I know, right?
Hey, and my ex-girlfriend will be there too to bring in all the fun too. So we'll have some fun.
And maybe some spotted cow from Chad Franks. So you never know.
If anybody's coming from Milwaukee or Wisconsin and would like to bring me some spotted cow, I will gladly accept the gift.
Thanks, everybody, for being a part. MidwestHuntersConvention.com. We'll be back next Tuesday for our final show before the big show that happens in just 10 days. Thanks for joining us, everybody.